Hello and welcome. This is an Edexcel C4 June 2009 past paper. Okay, this past paper, this question even, well, this past paper is quite difficult. Anyway, so this question is all about binomial expansion, and it's been able to determine what do we expand, and this question is quite annoying for a number of reasons. But anyway, so the first thing you should have done, obviously, well, it's actually to do the binomial expansion, and we can't do the binomial expansion in the form of that. So the way that you could have thought about it, as I said, you might have just thought this straight through in your head. Well, that's obviously if it's 1 over the square root of 4 plus x, sorry, it's 1 over 4 plus x all to the power of a half, and we said any powers that are on the bottom become negative when you put them on the top, so to speak. Okay, so that becomes it's 4 plus x all to the power of negative a half. Okay, now that looks okay because we've got we've got some number plus x and an x is on its own, so that's right, isn't it? Well, no. The number in front of the x that contains x can be anything, okay? But it's the number in front of that that has to be a 1, okay? So obviously 4 is not 1, great maths there, as I said. So the first thing we would do is take out this 4, and we take it out by dividing the whole inside. But when we pull it out, okay, when we take this 4 out, when it was inside this bracket, it was to the power of a half. So to make the equation remain the same, when we pull it out, it must still be associated with that power, okay? So it's 4 to the power of negative half, and then we divide inside by 4, because that's 1 plus x on 4, and the power remains the same, the power of negative half. Okay, so therefore, when we do 4 to the power of negative half, we do the inverse of the fraction, so it becomes a quarter to the power of a half, okay, which obviously leaves you with a half, okay. Sorry. Right, so that's essentially what we've got here. Right, so there's a number of ways you can do this. You can just work out the expansion of that and times it all by half, or just input it into your equation. Okay, I'm going to show you, it's the same thing in principle really. We just, for the first method, you work it out and then times it all by half, but really I'm going to keep it in the equation so we don't forget that half. Okay, as I said, it's up to you. So this is the form we want in 1 plus ax to the power n. So the first thing I would write down is what a is. A is x over 4. It's not a quarter because remember, when you do the expansion, if you don't put a as associated with the x, you're going to get an expansion with no values, with no coefficients of x, okay? So it's going to be quite stupid. N is to the power of negative half. The rule, therefore, we have to use, because this is not a positive integer, is the 1 plus the rule that we normally use. That's why for C4, the 1 plus n take 1 over factorial of 2, etc. So you may want to write that equation out, okay? As I said, you don't have to, but it's always nice to be able to refer to. Okay, so it's 1 plus an plus n brackets n take 1 over the factorial of 2 times a squared. And they will tell you, as they have done in this question, they want it up to the term in x cubed. So obviously we're not going to stop there, because obviously that's going to give us x squared, and x squared, so if you can pile it in your brains, it's not x cubed. So obviously we need to do the next step, okay? So it's quite nice and simple really. Okay. Okay. I've said okay a lot, I've shut up now. Okay. Oh my, I really don't like myself anymore. You know, that happened before, but anyway. Right, so let's continue with this now. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, obviously because we've got a half times the expansion, we're going to have to put a half in front of the similar expansion, okay? So it's half 1 plus x over 4 all to the power of negative a half, okay? So you correspond it with this expansion over here. As I said, this is given in the back of you. We form this sheet in the exam, okay, but I just feel it's easy to remember it. So the first one is 1 plus an, a being x over 4, n being a half, so it's x over 4 times a half, negative half, sorry. So you could work that out, but I don't until we've got the full thing, because, you know, me, I probably would make a mistake. You might not do, but this is me I'm talking about, so I'm likely to make a mistake. So it's a half, negative half times, you take one away from that, so it's negative half times negative 3 over 2, or in other words, negative half times negative 1.5 over the factorial of 2, which is obviously just 2, but you still write 2 times 1, times a squared. Now that's x over 4 all squared. As I said, I'm not going to work it out just yet, but obviously you know that's x squared over 16. And then you add on the next stage, okay? So that's n, obviously negative half, negative 3 over 2, and you take away from that, you get negative 5 over 2. So in other words, that's negative half times negative 1.5 times negative 2.5. And then that's over the factorial of 3, which is 3 times 2 times 1. Okay, and that's times a cubed, which is x over 4 all cubed. Now, what we can do, is we need to times all that expansion by half, so you square brackets around it and put a half in front of it. So you may want to not do that and just work out this expansion, then times it all by a half, but as I said, this just keeps it in your mind. Okay, so what I'm going to do is work out the total inside the square brackets. Okay, so obviously first one is 1, and the x over 4 times negative half, that's obviously you take away x over 8. Okay, then you do negative half times 1.5 over the factorial of 2, or just over 2. And then you times that by x squared over 16. Okay, so that gets you, because of the 2, you got double negative there, that gets you plus 3x squared over 128. I almost said over 16 then, but I thought, where am I going with that? Okay, so it's plus 128. Then we work out the last term, so it's negative 0.5 times negative 1.5 times negative 2.5 over the factorial of 3, which is obviously 6, times x over 4 all cubed, so in other words x cubed over 64. Okay, so if you work all that out, you should get 5x cubed over, so there's negative 5x cubed over 1024. Now don't be alarmed because that's such a big number. You would expect it to be, because we've got the bottom of the number is 4 and it's cubed, and we've not even times that by the factorial business yet. So as I said, you don't be put off with the fact that it's such a high number. Now it's just a case of expanding this. Okay, so obviously we've got a half, and then take 8x on 16, and then plus 3x squared on 256. Take 5x cubed on 2048. When I say on, that's obviously just another way of saying divide that. Now, in these questions, it generally says give, and it does in this one, give each coefficient as a simplified fraction. Now, really what it means is put it in this form and not leave it as something like this, where you could expand it, okay? So it's just giving you a bit of a heads up. But when it normally says that, what it's normally referring to is simplifying down the fractions. But as you can quite clearly see, you can't do anything with any of them fractions. Okay, so really just leave it as that. And that's really question 1. It's nice 6 marks there that hopefully many of you should have got. Okay, so that's the end of it. Thanks for watching. As I said, I'm not sure if you can, I really don't think you can, maybe you can't simplify it, you know. Just thinking the last one, maybe 5x over x cubed, over 2048, but I'm pretty sure you can't. Anyway, so thanks for watching, and hopefully it's been, I don't know, the usual style of crap. So, really it was just a binomial expansion question, applying what we currently know. Obviously you're not going to ask us something you don't know. But anyway, as I said, it's quite a simple calculation really. That could have easily been in a C2 paper or wherever you did binomial expansions, okay? And I really don't see why they've put it in. I mean, as I said, the only thing, well, I really actually might quite easily be in a C2 paper, but that is obviously why it's question 1. Okay, so thanks for watching, and hopefully you've managed to understand, fathom out what I'm saying. But if you do want me to, as I said, redo this video, or if you want me to, provide you with some model answers, please do check out my Facebook page for this channel, which is obviously Bill's 7187 A-level revision page, which I will be posting quite regularly now, coming up to the exam, model answers for the exams, mainly maths, as I said, economics, and the other ones that I do. Well, obviously, so economics and is quite a hard one to do in terms of doing the model answers for, because it's, this is not one model. I just talked about economics in a maths video. I want to double check that was actually maths. But as I said, please do check that out if you, as I said, message me through it rather than wasting your life on the comments on YouTube, because you don't want everyone to see it. Obviously, it's a private message thing. I don't want to give out my. Obviously, you could check out my personal Facebook profile, but please don't kill me. But as I said, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. I was going to say see you in the future, but I thought it was a bit weird. Okay, so thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.